Thanks for joining us again on Warriors.com. I'm Jim Barnett. Our guest today, Cole Aldrich, center out of the University of Kansas. Cole, welcome to our Warriors.com daily interview.
Well, thanks for having me here.
I want to preface this because I know all about your success at Kansas, and I know you really enjoyed working alongside Danny Manning, an assistant coach. I have to tell you that I first met Danny Manning when he was 6 years old. His father and I were teammates. Ed Manning and I were teammates on the Portland Blazers. So I've known Danny a long, long time, and a fine basketball player and a fine young man. And he taught you quite a bit there.
He did, and I think one of those things of just going to Kansas and having that tradition and that winning success, but also learning from, like you said, such a great figure, a great role model, and such a humble man in Danny.
You were questioning and thinking about coming out a year ago. So now you stayed for your junior year. So now you have 3 years of college behind you and a great, successful program. Have you grown a lot? Has that made you a much better player, more mature player? Now you feel like you're ready for the NBA?
I think so, yeah. The reason why I came back for my junior year was that I didn't quite feel like everything was right. I was ready to come out and play basketball at the highest level, but I used that my junior year to really utilize a number of great things. Working with Coach Manning, learning so much from Coach Self, but also, I went through a time where my grandmother was ill and then she finally passed. So just to kind of keep working through those things and keeping that positive mindset really, I think, helped me learn a lot.
You won an NCAA championship as a freshman at Kansas. What to me is most remarkable, you were 55-0 during your 3 years at Kansas at Allen Fieldhouse. What's it like to have that kind of success? It must put a tremendous amount of pride inside you.
Oh, it does. And we knew running through the tunnel every day that we had the best home court fans that I think college basketball could ever have. We play an exhibition game and it's sold out. We had a blizzard around Christmas time one year, and somehow everybody still filled the arena and put 16-3 in there. So just to have the great fan base that Kansas does, and the Warriors here have such that great same fan base here, and it's really exciting to be around here.
Sounds like you're familiar with not only the Warriors basketball from a fan standpoint, but this team, the way they play basketball up and down. You're prepared to run and shoot the ball and have a green light?
I wouldn't necessarily say a green light, but I'm one of those guys that really loves to go out there, kind of almost do the dirty work. Go out there, grab rebounds, block shots, and dive on the ground for loose balls, set good picks, and hit open jumpers and make good post moves, and just be a great teammate.
I know you've always been a great rebounder, one of the best, obviously, in the Big 12 there. But also as a shot blocker, you hold the Kansas single season record for that. Is that your best asset at the defensive end, ability to time people's jumps and come in and get the ball?
I think that really helps me be an effective defender is not only having that timing, but if I'm not able to block the shot, I'm able to alter it or have the guy come in next time and thinking that, well, he blocked my shot last time, I got to get it a little higher and make him think a little more.
So the defensive end of the game is probably your strength?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And conversely, then you probably have to work on your offense a little bit. That's the one thing that you would like to work on?
Oh yeah. I'm really working hard on just getting that go-to move a little refurbished. I think I have a great hook shot, and just continue to work on that. And working with Danny, he always taught us footwork is a key for being a big guy, because you can never have great footwork. You got to keep on working at it.
It's interesting you talk about the hook shot, because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar perfected that, and yet not many players today, they've almost forgotten that, and yet here's a guy that scored a tremendous number of points with that one shot.
Yeah, and I was looking up and I see an old Kansas alum in Wilt Chamberlain, and he's another guy that really had a nice touch, but he was so dominant. He was, and he didn't quite have to have that hook shot like Kareem did, but he was such a dominant player and just loved to flush the ball in the hoop.
I love your sense of history. Is there one particular team and one particular player that you were enamored with growing up?
I think just living in Minnesota, I was always a big KG fan. He played for the Timberwolves for quite a while, and I always loved his passion. Just every time he stepped out on the court, whether it was the last game of the season, they didn't make the playoffs, or it was the first game of the season, he always had that passion.
Going to these pre-draft camps, and I know you're going to several, how tough is that mentally for you? There is some pressure there. You want to perform well, obviously, and there's physical pressure, but the mental pressure is something that at age 21, it seems like you've handled it pretty well.
Yeah, and I think just playing at KU really helped me do that. We have such a high fan base, but they expect so much. And going through, when we lost a few games over the course of my career, it's just, getting back on your feet and just keeping that mind, to just stay positive and just continue to play the game you love.
Lastly, in a perfect scenario and a realistic approach to it, where do you think you would like to go? And I know that's a very pointed question there, but where are you projected to go? You read the mock drafts and everything like that, and people talk to you. Do you have a good feel for that? Where do you think you'll be? Somewhere?
This is only my second workout. I'm doing 6 workouts, right. So it's kind of a hard sense to totally get a grip on where I'm going or where I'm projected. But just being here in Coach Nelson's style, I think it would really benefit me. I'm a big guy that can get up and down the floor and run, and I think that over the last season, that they learned that they need a guy in the paint that can really defend, and being one of the worst rebounding teams in the NBA, I think I could really help and bring a lot to the franchise.
Well, nice visiting with you today, Cole, and good luck in your quest to be an NBA basketball player.
Well, thank you.
That's Cole Aldrich. I'm Jim Barnett for Warriors.com, and be sure to log into us daily at Warriors.com for updates and these great player interviews and all the news leading up to the draft.